Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I'm your host, DBoss, and I'm telling you, we have been doing it. And I'm also giving the tips about laughter. You know, laughing is healthy, is very healthy. It can help you release your stress, depression, anxiety, and make you feel happier. It can also improve your self-esteem and improve your sense of humor. So, I've been giving the tips over the last few weeks about laughing. And it also, for people that don't know, it can make you lose weight and tone your abs. So I guess people didn't know that one, but that's the important clue there for laughing. And if you don't have anybody to laugh with, just put on something, just laugh so that you could just look younger, look more handsome, more good looking, whatever you may you may want to do. But anyways, that's it today. But today, I'm also encouraging you to like the guests, go to their events, buy their products, stream their songs. It just takes a second to do that. And a lot of people don't understand that it just takes a second. And just because it brings up their views and it brings up all this stuff. And also follow us on DBoss Networks at YouTube channel. And also like Kerr Vision. Kerr Vision is in 28 different countries. So you guys can, get familiar with them. On Bell 5, I'm on Bell 5 channel 658 between 10 p.m. and 12 midnight. But today, we got a very special guest here. It's going on. And we're going to find out about the cooking that they do. And even if they don't do much cooking, find out what the recipe is. So with no other further, I introduce you, bringing back the recipe.
Yeah. What's happening, everybody? Good day or good evening or good night or wherever you are. And DBoss, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today. Much appreciated.
I'm telling you, the recipe, people, you got a little bit surprised. You thought it was going to be some chefs here or something, but it's not. So tell us, okay, everybody here at Real Life Matters likes to know your background, the artist, where you come from, and then we'll get to Jonathan, what his background is, where you come from, because everybody likes to know what your background and your cultural background is.
Well, I don't really want to tell nobody where I come from, but I guess you could have find out from the accent. I will say that I am first generation born Canadian, but I grew up between Toronto and Trelawney. So big up all the parishes in Jamaica. That's exactly where I'm from, and that's exactly where I represent every time.
Okay, Jonathan, you.
I have the exact story as Omar. My background, I'm first generation Canadian, and my background is Jamaican. I'll say big up all the parishes because you probably don't want to know where my family's from in Jamaica. Because them come from the slum, Tivoli Garden. So you might,
All right. So well, we got Jamaica in the house today, but that's okay. Because we get everybody from all over the world here on Real Life Matters. But you guys, so how did you come up with the name The Recipee?
I feel like, well, we're all foodies. I must say that we're definitely all foodies, and when we started playing in 2012, we, as a collective, just the way that we mash up music and the way that we understand music together, everybody has a deep understanding of the repertoire, and we don't just have one bit of music, we have a lot. So just the mix of everything and the fact that we're foodies, we're like, okay, what about the recipe? It fit, it worked.
Oh, so you guys have different ingredients that's put together this band Live. Not like the band, the Recipee Live. So Oh, so what instrument or what part do you play in the recipe?
So I'm the vocalist out of the crew.
Woo! Okay. And Jonathan?
I'm one of the drummers, so
Oh, so you got the ego. Because
No, no,
the
sure.
drummers always
Um,
have the ego because they're the ones that got it. You ain't playing, we ain't playing today. Well, then I ain't playing today.
no, we're cool, man.
No, but it's true because you guys are the one that do all they're the beat. Everybody got to go 1, 2, 3, and that's what they got to do. So that's you're the one that's keeping them in tune. So tell us where who you guys worked with. So you guys, some of you could say some, and Jonathan could say some.
Yeah, go ahead, Jonathan. Since you're not an
He's sitting
ego,
up.
since you're
um,
not an ego, tell them who you work with, man.
well, I've had the pleasure to work with the Winans, the gospel group, the Winans, like BB,
Woo!
all of them. Worked with them.
And CC
Uh,
Winans and
Melanie,
all them.
yeah, Melanie, Fiona, Glenn Lewis, Jay Holiday. Uh, there's so much. I'm like trying to think, but
Oh,
yeah,
well, that's how
pleasure.
people get to know you. You're trying to think. You got to think back.
Yeah,
I think collectively with all of us, there's 5 members of the band. So Jonathan Kerr, myself, Jason Larmond on keys, Juwayon Clarke on bass, Juwayon, sorry, I don't want to
Okay.
mispronounce his name, and Otis Williams.
Julian is
And
French. Okay.
no, he's not French, but his mom thought the name was creative. I need to ask him. I need to ask his mother actually what was the background of the name, because it is a beautiful name, and
Okay.
I know
It
people
is.
people have a hard time pronouncing and mispronouncing our names, but I tell them, look, if you can pronounce Khaleesi or Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, then you need to get our names right. Period.
Mm.
But as far as the group, we all have a lot of experience, and some of the other artists collectively that we worked with are Juwayon actually gets called regularly with Daniel Caesar.
Okay.
Otis Williams went on tour with Francesco Yates and Justin Timberlake for the Man of the Woods tour.
Okay.
We've played with Kim Burrell. Jason Larmond played with Kim Burrell, world-renowned gospel artist. I've last year in particular, I did performing with Deborah Cox, which was an honor because she was uh,
I know.
nominated the first,
Deborah.
or no, she won the. She's the first Black female Canadian inducted into the Canadian Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And there's a lot. Maya, Tank, Brandy. We've opened and played beside a lot of artists. So there's a lot on the resume.
Wow. Genre of music, is it R&B, everything, or what is it?
I don't know if I can. I don't know, Jonathan. I really wouldn't put it in one pocket. Like typically, if people were to ask us, like we play a lot of R&B, hip hop, funk, soul, because
Okay.
we have such a deep respect for music. We love and play everything: gospel, rock, blues, all of it. But of course, depending on the crowd, and I think that's kind of where our name sticks. Regardless of what crowd we're in, we know that we're going to figure out the right recipe to make sure that everybody enjoys themselves. If it's a soca fete, we got you. If it's a
Ooh,
wedding,
ooh,
we make
wait a
sure
minute. You
everybody's
playing
okay.
soca too?
Look, all of the above.
I like to
Afro,
see
it
that
doesn't
one.
matter. Well, I mean, if you come out to the event, we got you. Particularly, we got you.
Hmm.
and that's why we call the
You do
recipe.
jazz.
Yes.
100%.
Okay. Well, I like that. It's you guys are actual. You don't like to say the word band, but you guys are put together everything. And there's not many like bands that you see that everybody's sitting there playing the drums, singing. Everybody want to. Okay, they do it when they're putting their songs and stuff together, but when you're seeing you on the stage, that's like A1.
Yeah, everybody. I guess because we've been doing this for so long together, individually, when we're called to do stuff, they trust us and they know that we understand what needs to get done from a professional level, and even energetically, what you give to a crowd is what you get back. But when we come together, we definitely have a lot of fun, and that fun that we have translates to the whole audience.
Okay. So you're the lead singer. Of course, there's other people that are in the recipe that's not here, and so you have been singing from birth, or in your teens, in your teens, you've
I'm sure I made up some
learned, or
noise.
what did you get? Were you in church? I
I'm sure I
know
made some noise when
probably
I was born,
Jonathan
for
started
sure.
playing drums in church, right?
From the womb right to the pews into the drums. It was just, my story is
So you
just
guys,
like
your family supports you guys.
most definitely. I think that obviously I think growing up doing music, being first generation Canadians, obviously our parents probably wanted a different avenue because at the
A
time to
different
say, hey,
avenue for you.
yeah, at the time to say back then, hey man, we're doing music. This is what we want to do. They're thinking, no, 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 music can't, and but they allowed us to make those decisions, and sometimes I'm sure they were cussing, but now, they realized it's a
Mm,
blessing that comes with it, because we're blessing people. Like Omar said, it doesn't matter what situation you put us in, we deliver.
okay.
And it's like, you go to a good buffet, man, you'll continue going there because you're gonna get the consistency and quality of food. You're not gonna want to go anywhere else, and that's what this band has
Okay.
become. You know,
Yeah, man.
quality.
Tell
So
them
to
again
go
about
to
consistency. Hey, quality. Come the buffet. Hey.
it's a buffet. But have you, Jonathan? Did you started playing drums in church, or did you go for lessons?
Um, I say it's a gift from God. I started playing in church. Um,
Okay.
I come from a musical family. My mom
Okay. So there we go.
directed the choir. So I come from a very strict background of just music. If you're talking about gospel music, yeah, that's what. So,
Hmm.
but my dad also didn't go to church, so that's where I got like the pop, reggae, R&B, you know what I'm saying? And my sisters is
So
like,
you had to do rehearsal on Saturdays for church
yes,
and all that
yes,
other stuff, right?
yes, yes,
And midweek rehearsal too.
yes,
So
yes,
what
definitely.
it teaches you to be strict on
Oh
what you
yeah,
do. When they say it's on time, it's on time. Just and the church, when you got to look and see when the pastor's going to speak, or if depending what type of church it is, you got to know to be in tune with them. So it teaches a lot of
oh yeah,
sync. Like
yeah. Another thing that it taught me as well is to learn repertoire because sometimes we would learn the song and they would just switch it up and say, "Hey, we're not singing the song we taught this week. We're gonna do a new song." And then it works
something else.
now. It works now with Omar. Omar may say, "Hey, we're gonna sing this song," but then he switches it up. That's why it's like, we've been doing this from we're young, and it just you guys, as much as we're playing on stage and enjoying it, it gets to be put out into the atmosphere where you guys can enjoy it. And not to go back to it, but it's about the quality of, understanding the music, understanding the room, understanding the moment, and that's why I can't wait till April 6th, because we haven't been on.
Everybody can't wait.
It's been years. Like, we've been playing different gigs and, as the band being around, but like to come, I feel like it's coming back home, like you're coming back home where it started, and you're bringing everyone back to see, like, hey man, we progressed from what you guys remember from 10 years ago, or you know what I'm saying? And just for me, that's what this is.
So do you sing a bit too, or you back up? You got to back up, or you don't really.
No, leave Omar. Omar, like.
Okay. Look at Omar.
Honestly,
Look,
to actually play with Omar, because he actually is an amazing singer. It's probably one of my favorite, if not in my top 5. I'm not even lying. Like, this guy is he's a gem. And
thanks, bro. I appreciate you.
let me tell you something. It's one thing, because you got to understand, music's a language we all speak, but everyone understands, because guess what? April 6th, some people are coming there for a good time. Some people may be going through a rough time for the past few pandemics. This is the first time probably coming out. And guess what? They're going to hear Omar sing. They're going to hear the band. And it's going to make them feel good inside, because we're already good here, as the band. So we could only translate what's here out. And, he's probably the best messenger to bring those vibes. I'm being honest with you. I wouldn't choose anybody.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna put him on the spot now.
Oh, yeah.
So you man, we want to hear you sing a little something, acapella.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
I mean, it.
Woo!
Okay.
Something. Come on, you
Your
got it.
stranded heart, so lost at sea, so full but anchored in misery. Your love was calling out to be free. Somehow your wave crashed into me. Yeah. That's actually one of our singles that we haven't released yet. But because you said soca, who want to go to work on a Thursday or even a Friday? Look, don't play with me. I'll turn this into carnival right now.
I like all kinds of. I like jazz. I like funk. I like old school.
Mm-hmm.
All that. So I like pop rock. I like a lot of stuff. Afro beats. I like all the music.
Look,
so it's
we
good.
were challenged just because we're talking about the genres. So the spot that we originally started from was called Dazzling Nightclub, downtown Toronto, and King Street was where we had as many options to see live music. And as Jonathan was saying, sometimes people show up because they want to have a good time. It's a birthday. For me personally, there was a lot going on at different times. And even if I was feeling really heavy or there was something on my spirit, I knew not only would I be able to hang out with my boys, and just the camaraderie was always good. Seeing these guys always how can you look at Jonathan and not have a smile on your face? You know what I mean? But the music, being able to perform and sing whatever we wanted. The food was great. The people were great. And we actually, I'll give you an example. There's a comedian from Toronto named Trix, who, big up Trix, who called me out one time and said, you know what, you only sing Black music. I want you to sing some music of not Black people. And I started singing Micah McDonald. We started singing Bruno Mars, Shania Twain. You've got a way with me. All of we started going in with everything, and then created a night called Blue Eyed Soul, and started singing just one night where we would not sing any other artists but non-black artists, just to show that we could. So the repertoire, knowing that we
Wow.
love so many different kinds of music, it's what really keeps us together, and we challenge each other. If a new song comes out, Jason, the keyboard player, will usually say, "Hey Omar, did you hear this?" Or he'll be like, "I bet you didn't hear this artist," and we stay fresh. We try to as often as possible.
All right. So you guys, so we know you can tell the event after, but what people and y'all can would you like to work with that you haven't worked with? So you could say three and then three that you would like to, because there's and a lot of people do listen to see who you would like to work with, or maybe do collaboration or open for or something, and they'll hook you up. So go, Jonathan.
3 people, and I guess we're talking about like dead or alive. Like, does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't, because some the people, even the people, if they passed on, they still have that they're still doing their stuff, right?
I'm an old foot, and I still think he's the greatest ever. Stevie Wonder, for sure. But I guess, and it's hard to pick 3 because I'm gonna pick Donny Hathaway, which I think was picked from
Okay.
too early. You see what I'm saying? So I have to, if I could put
Okay.
them both together as one, I would. But I guess I use my 2, and I don't want to move away from. This is hard because I want to choose a female, but
Oh,
it's
because
hard.
I'm gonna give you a little bit hell with that.
Here's the thing, though. You won't give me hell because of who I'm gonna pick. Bob Marley.
Okay.
And the reason why I can't skip over him is because he sang music that is relevant today. We're dealing with it today.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but if I was gonna
And
pick a
I'll give you
female,
one more since you want to say a female. We'll give you 4. You
okay,
see how we
fine.
have to go over the thing? Oh,
I'm gonna pick my favorite girl. Again, I'm an old foot, so I'm giving my love to them. Gladys Knight. I love her.
woo! That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's you. You're up.
Okay. See, Donny Hathaway is at the top of my list. Uh, I mean,
Okay.
I was gonna say Stevie. I'll let Jonathan have that. I was gonna say Stevie, but Donny Hathaway, I think, just because his when he sings, I absolutely am moved by his tones, by how he controls his voice. Um, even like his song "For All We Know" when he says, "Tomorrow was made for some, tomorrow may never come. For all we know." The tone and the beauty in the lyrics are it's everything for me. And his daughter, Layla Hathaway. Absolutely, I'd love to work with her.
Woo.
Layla Hathaway, I went to see her
Okay.
recently in Detroit,
Ah,
and it was ear candy the whole time. And her tone and her control,
wow.
just, just, just beautiful. Tiana Major 9 is a newer artist who's from England, and I really enjoy her writing. I enjoy her presence in music as well. If I were to pick
Okay.
one more artist, because Jonathan got 4, so I'm gonna take my 4 too.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. You can get 4 now.
I would say PJ Morton. Yeah, PJ
Okay.
Morton, because I've seen him go from the
Okay.
gospel world, and he's doing some gospel, some secular, but everything has the same energy, the same message, and just he's a dope writer, a dope vocalist, and a great pianist as well. He puts on great shows.
Okay. All right. So everybody got their 8. Okay. So you guys have an album or EP, or it's out now, or is it coming out, or you're going to do the? I know you. So you guys can tell us a little bit about what the show that you're going to be doing on April the 6th, and then you
Correct.
could tell us about what's re-releasing.
No problem. Yeah. So because of in downtown Toronto, a lot of the businesses downtown were being sold. Obviously, gentrification. They want to turn them into condos, and these are the places that
Mm,
everybody used to go to connect, just to hear great music. And there are so many artists that just don't have a place to be, or even just on a Thursday or Friday night or on the weekend, there are very few places that you can go to hear music that we all love. So we
okay.
lost that space, and now we're coming back to say, okay, not only do we want to create that space that we know everybody's going to want to enjoy, but we want to create an opportunity for Canadian artists across Canada, no matter where you're from, particularly racialized and marginalized artists, because we know in Canada we don't get the shine or the finances that we normally should to be able to help elevate us.
Okay.
So we want to create that space, and we're doing that on April 6th at a place called Black Pearl, Toronto. So it's the night was called Live Thursdays. So now that we're bringing back live, we're doing it on a Thursday, the first Thursday of the year that nobody has to work the next day, Good Friday. And so far we're almost at 90%
Oh,
sold out. Yeah, so we're really excited, and even just the love
so
that
that means
outpouring.
people going out.
Look, hair is getting pressed that night, that like where nails are getting done.
Mm-mm.
People are calling babysitters that night, okay, for sure. And there might be some blisters
Okay.
because some shoes are getting put on that haven't been worn in a while, but we're okay with it.
Well, and then you can take them off. You can take them off and wear slippers.
Just carry your slippers. It's gonna be that kind of night.
Women are wearing these heels all night. I don't think they're going for that anymore. Unless you're on TV and you just sit down. But dancing,
No,
no.
no,
All right.
we're
So
saving pension money. We need comfort. Bring your slippers, ladies. For real.
I always tell people, you always tell people you can buy shoes, but you can't buy feet. So
That part.
all right. Um so what's on the horizon? What's next? You guys going to do some movies? Have you been approached? Anything like that, or no?
So far, and you mentioned projects, we did release a single called Edges Laid. It's on all streaming platforms. Edges Laid, or
Okay.
Tonight. We're working towards an EP that we're going to try to have completed. We should be dropping a couple singles this year, and then by 2024 the EP should be released.
Okay. Okay. So we got a lot to look for. So are you guys going to have videos with those songs, or are you just going to just do this, just sign, cuz a lot of people, some people don't do the videos.
I think, I think we should be able to create some videos with it. It helps, I think, being able to create the vision behind the song
Mhm.
and make it come to life. I know Jonathan's
Okay.
really aiming to be in John Wick 5 because he's got the physique for it. He just
John Wick 5. Come on, Jonathan.
yeah, we're really.
You
I
guys are
think we're
too much.
open because we're really good at live. We've also done stuff with television, and over the pandemic, we've had to pivot to be able to do some live streaming and live stream music as well. So
Hmm.
we have all of that in our back pocket, and it would be great to to spread our wings outside of Canada to also be able to do music in those spaces as well. There's at least 3 studios between the crew.
Okay. All right. So I know studio time is important for you guys when you guys get out. So I guess you're gonna be in the studio all for next week, preparing for Thursday, April 6th, the your show, the live show. The Recipe is bringing back Recipe live. So, and that's live with 2 eyes. people.
Yes, because you need both of them to see. Ah, senses.
Yes. Ah, you see, you're getting the thing. All right. So, are there any shout outs that you want to give to people?
I mean, first of all, I have to say I need to shout you out, DBoss, because especially in a space where where we need to embrace and need to support our Black artists and our people who are carrying the culture, helping the diaspora get artists like
Mhm.
us out. I'm very, very proud of you for your platform, and I'm thankful that you've given us the opportunity to be
Thank
here.
you.
So I mean, big up yourself, D
All right.
Pick
boss.
up yourself.
Thank you.
I know
All
they're
right.
not here.
So I know there's other people. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like the other guys in the group,
Yeah.
Otis Williams, we love
Oh,
you. We miss you. He's with Elevation Church right now, and he's doing amazing work out there. I'm hoping, Jonathan. I know they're coming to Toronto. Are you going to come with me if they
yes,
stop?
around
All right.
April.
Juwayon, Clarke, Jason Larmond. I'd like to shout out Sasha Stoltz. Thank you so much for the dope PR.
All right.
All the people who've come to Live over the last decade plus. Thank you all for supporting
Wow.
us and for giving us the love and support. It's just the pictures, seeing we have a Facebook page. So if you go to the recipe band on Facebook, or even live Thursdays on Facebook, you'll see what the energy is like, the people, the food, the vibe, everybody who's still holding us down and supporting the recipe, anybody who's ever come to see us at Harborfront, at any of the shows, who's asked us to come to weddings, all of the above. Just I want to
Wow.
shout everybody out. And Factor Canada. I want to shout out Factor Canada and all the radio broadcasters that have also helped to fund what we've been doing as well. Thank you so much. Go on,
So
Jonathan.
what?
Anybody else you want to big up?
Anybody for you, Jonathan, that he's missed?
Uh,
Big up yourself.
Not that I know of. Other than he already shot out the band. I think that was the most important, and the fans, everyone. I don't want to go behind what he said because he got
All right.
everyone that said.
And
And
big
like,
up yourself, Jonathan.
you
Yes. Big up the Kerr family. Yes.
know,
Big up my
All
son,
right.
Owen. Love you. I know he's gonna watch this and be like, I'm
You
famous
see?
now. You are famous.
oh
Yes, you
yeah, my two kids too. You know,
You
big
see?
them up. Hey, neighbor, love you.
Okay. All
But
right.
big up
No,
the
because it's funny. People will listen to the show and they be listening to these shout outs, and people say, they didn't shout me out. And you
but
were thinking, well, did you hear the whole interview?
don't charge it to the heart. Charge it to the head.
Right. Okay.
We love
All right. And if
everyone.
people want to book you guys, all right.
Yeah,
And if
absolutely.
people,
If they ever want to find us, I mean, on
yeah,
Instagram,
just
just
tell us where and book guys. So where can they reach
yeah,
out?
just remember it's the recipe with an extra e because we want to put a little extra in everything that we do. So it's the dot recipe on
Mhm.
Instagram. On Facebook, it's the recipe band, and that's the best places to find us. Of course, the recipe band at gmail.com is the best place to email us as well.
With the extra pepper sauce.
Extra pepper sauce
I
every
said
time.
pepper sauce with the E. Two eyes.
You put too much
No,
pepper in it, you
DBoss, that's
might
the
you might
recipe.
water the
We're
two
just
eye
fine.
them. Careful. You might burn out the two eye with too
Sure.
much pepper. Careful, darling.
What's your favorite
All right.
song?
Well, mine?
Yeah,
You asking me?
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't even mention the songs I like. I have a whole, if you see my playlist, I have so much of different diversity of genres of music I like. So I don't like hip hop. I'm okay with some, but not all. Just depends if it's positive, a positive movement. But I like slow. I like slow jams.
Okay. If you come, I
That people
probably.
have left out. We get a slow, but you gotta make sure you have some people to dance a slow jam with. So, Because people used to forget that back in the day, they used to have, the slow jams, and people used to dance or wait till in the middle, and then you have it at the end. But people have just cut that right out. I don't know why, but we got to bring that back.
I think it's just a different time now, like there was a time where people were making music that you wanted to get close, and you wanted to. I heard somebody say years before all of us, he said, "Oh, I just want a song where I can dance belly to belly." I was like, "Okay, that's a thing. That was a thing back in the day." But now, as times passed, people just wanted to make songs to make money, and they lost that feeling. They lost that, that emotion behind the music. It went from the wanting to slow dance to the the knocking boots music of the 90s to the glitz and glam, and now it's like it's trap. Although good music, it has been making a resurgence with a lot of different people as well. So you can find good music. You can find music that will
like the music of H-Town, H-Town, like them. I interviewed them. H-Town, they that kind of music. They were nice too. They were nice interviews. Yes. They all,
that was my
just
dude.
just the two.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa.
Matter of fact, you know what?
Yeah,
if you show up, DBoss, I will do knocking the boots for you. If you show up, we will do knocking the boots. You see, Jonathan's getting hyped.
All right, like, I gotta come. I forgot it was on Thursday. On Thursday, so that's all. I have to go out on Thursdays.
Well, I know a lot of people have work in the morning. Yeah, a lot of people have work in the morning. Careful.
No, but it can go that late. You know what I mean? If you're in New York and stuff like that, you go out and you come back, you get home at 12 o'clock, you're fine. Because the after parties start at New York at 5 o'clock.
Look, me all. Okay? Me tired. I want to be in my... No, I'm joking. That night, we're going to turn up. And even the DJs, they're going to be there for the night. We plan on making it a long night. And it's a long weekend the next day. It's Good Friday. So no one works. We can stay out a little later. It's going to be a good time.
And you eat some different people do, or you don't eat nothing. All right. So it's been a pleasure having you guys on. Oh, the artists and Jonathan Kerr and all the other members of Recipee that's not here. I shout guys out, and next time hopefully we can get you back when you release your new EP. So if it's next year, just let me know. Come back on, because we want to see you, because up here at Real Life Matters, the people do look out like, what happened to them? They came on one time and they never came on again. So what we're gonna do is, please, stream their music. You guys, if you guys want to still get tickets to go to the event that they're having on April 6th, Thursday, at the Pearl House.
Black Pearl.
So Black Pearl. Black Pearl. So Black Toronto can go and to have a real live experience, and that's live with 2 eyes. I want to thank them. I want to thank you guys. You guys are at least people now. You got at least a few of the members behind all the work. Eddie, I do want to thank you for tuning in Real Life Matters tonight with the Recipee and me. And also make sure you follow them, stream their music, buy their stuff, support them. Come on. They're in Toronto. Yes, I know if y'all watching from somewhere else, but Toronto's happening. So people are here where it's happening. All right.
We plan on bringing live. We plan on bringing live to other places.
Yes.
So if you want us to bring the Recipee live to where you are, let us know where your artists are, and we're going to come jam with them. Promise you.
Yes. So see, now they opened up the thing now, so people are going to have to come to them. You guys they can bring the live to you, Recipee live to you wherever you are and whatever city you are. So they opened that up, but they've been opened up, but let everybody know. So I thank you for tuning in Real Life Matters tonight. So everybody, good night and bye for now.